Hello everybody and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are in Wrigley Field to start off a new series against the Cubs. I don't remember who the Cubs played those first two games, but they did not win either one of those games. I know that. The Squirrels are coming in 2-0 after two tighter games than you might imagine against the Pirates if you'd seen the final scores. So the Cubs will take the field. Looks like we got Jason Marquis on the mound. Oh, Rongo here catching for the Cubs now. I don't think this is where he was last year. Carlos Quinton out in right field. He's probably the Cubs' best hitter last year. Although that's maybe not saying much. The Cubs did not have a great season last year. Apparently Jason Marquis already made an appearance, and by that 18 ERA, it did not go particularly well. If he came in out of the bullpen to mop up a game or something, I don't know. But here's Kester to start the game. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch fouled away. We've got an 0-2 count to start the game. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down, Marvin at the plate. Has yet to bat right-handed this year. And that won't change here either. Ground ball to short. J.J. Hardy, who I don't think was here last year either, comes up with the play. Two down, Chief at the plate. First pitch is a strike. One thing I did check yesterday, and it just occurred to me to mention, as Chief gets a base hit into left field, that'll be a single. I did check the Cubs roster coming into this, and CC Sabathia is apparently starting the year in Iowa, so we probably won't see him in this series. Terry with a shallow pop fly that lands in center field. That's going to put runners on the corners for Frank. There are two outs. So Marquis has a chance to get out of this, although that slider runs outside. That sinking fastball catches the plate, makes it 1-1. Frank, this is going to hook foul. Makes it 1-2. Line drive, but not hard enough. It is caught and by Santana, I believe that was. And the Cubs get out of that spot of trouble. Take a look at the Squirrels starting lineup. It is what you would think. We don't have an off day until the 15th. Matt Merton is going to lead things off. I believe he led off last year as well. Gill on the mound making his first appearance of the year. Starts Merton off with a strike. And then gets a line drive. Joey makes the catch before it can find the outfield grass. That's what I thought. That was Santana playing second base. He was on the Cubs last year. I don't remember him hitting that well, although he comes up with the base hit here. I'm pretty sure he was also a rookie last year, though, so you would expect that he would have a better year this year. Carlos Pena, already with a couple home runs, gets down 2-0. After a check on first, Gill comes to the plate and gets a fastball by Pena for strike three. So here's J.J. Hardy. Looks at strike one. Another check over on first. It did look like Santana had some speed, which I don't think we saw him on base much to really know. Hardy comes up with a hit into right center. Santana will go on to third. So just like in the top half of the inning, the Cubs with runners on the corners, but two outs. It's up to Carlos Quinton to try to get the first run of the game in. And he has a 1-1 count. This one down and out as well. 2-1. Fastball, but Quinton was too early with it. 2-2. Sinker is fouled away. Gill tries it again. This time gets a swing and a miss, and the Squirrels get out of the same jam the Cubs were in. So all sound and no fury in the first inning for both teams. We'll move on to the second, where Tom will lead things off for the Squirrels. Tom did finally get a hit late in yesterday's game, so he is not stuck on zeros now. I should say, note that Marquis cut his ERA in half. He's down to 9. Has Tom with a 3-0 count. Iffy strike call, but it was a strike, 3-1. Similar pitch, it's now a full count. Not sure I liked either one of those calls. And a swing and a miss. Marquis comes all the way back for the strikeout. That'll bring Zach to the plate. Watches that first fastball go high. And then outside, 2-0. If you'll remember, Zach nearly homered in his first at-bat of the year. I don't think he's gotten hit since. Has a 2-2 count in this at-bat. Called strike 3 on a pitch up in the zone. 2 down, nobody on base. Joey at the plate now. He'll look at a strike. Looks at another strike. Marquis painting the edges of the zone all of a sudden. This pitch fouled away. Seems like the first swing in a little bit out of the Squirrels. And a swing and a miss will end the inning. 1-2-3 for Marquis. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Rongo due to lead off. Still scoreless. 2 hits apiece for the teams. Rongo off to a good start, a .429 average with a home run and a couple RBI. Looks at strike 1. That fastball too high. Rongo doesn't go chasing it. Ground ball up the middle. It will get through for a base hit. Gary Matthews Jr. to the plate. He'll take strike 1. Check over on the catcher at first, so not expecting Rongo to run. Fouled away. 0-2 the count to Matthews. He looks at strike 3. 1 on, 1 out. Pablo Ozuna at the plate. He was on the Cubs last year, but I feel like he was hitting up in the order last year. This was a center fielder. Cannon usually was the 8-hole hitter, but he doesn't appear to be here, at least not starting this year. So Marquis to the plate. He is a good hitting pitcher and is batting 1,000 apparently. Grounds this one to second. Kester picks it up, gets to first, and that will end the inning. That's something I'll have to check to see if Cannon's even still on the roster, if he just did not hit enough to stay in the bigs. Gill to lead things off for the Squirrels in the third. Gill may be our best hitting pitcher historically, which is not saying a lot. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Make that 1-2 after a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring Kester to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. 1 of 5 strikeouts so far today for Marquis. First pitch here is a strike. Another called strike. Makes it 0-2. Swings at this one. Marquis looks like he's going to field it himself over towards first. 2 away. That'll bring Marvin to the plate. Ground out in his first at-bat. His first changeup goes outside. Swing and a miss makes it 1-1. And another curveball that stays outside. Here's a ground ball through the middle. That'll be a base hit for Marvin. 2-out single. Brings Chief to the plate. Got a single in his first at-bat. Made it as far as third. Hits this one hard but well foul. And this curveball just inside. 1-1. This changeup bounces in. 2-1. Right down the middle, but Chief can't keep it fair. 2-2. Fouled away right towards the Squirrels' dugout. Too high. We got a full count, 2 out. Marvin will be off. And Chief looks at strike 3. So we're still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the third. The Cubs back up to the top of their order with Matt Merton. Merton lined out in his first at-bat, grounds this one to short. Joey, well, doesn't make a great throw, but Terry able to tag Merton out, so it works out okay. Santana got a hit in his first at-bat. He made it as far as third before the Cubs petered out. This one fouled away towards first, makes the count 0-2. Sinker, and Santana swings and misses. 2 away, Carlos Pena at the plate. That sinker sinks too much. There's a strike, a slider up in the zone. Slider catches, or sinker rather, catches the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Breaking ball and swung on and missed. 1-2-3 inning for Gill. We'll go on into the 4th inning. Terry due up for the Squirrels. Very even game so far. No score, 3 hits apiece. Both teams have really threatened once. But Marquis and Gill are definitely doing the job today. Terry looks at a strike to open this at-bat, and that curveball goes too far. Terry does not go chasing it. Hits this one, though I think, well, actually, no, it won't. It is going to drop in. Terry 2 for 2. Neither of them really that well hit, but just well placed. So that will bring Frank to the plate. He'll look at strike 1. And ground towards third, but foul. 0-2. Ground ball to third. Ozuna goes to second with it, and the Cubs do get that out. No throw to first. Brings Tom to the plate. Struck out first time up. 1 on, 1 out. And that curveball stays high. There's a fastball up, but in the zone. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Makes it 1-2. Popped up, back to Marquis, shades a little bit towards third. 2 down. Zach at the plate. He struck out looking in his first at-bat. He'll watch that curveball go a bit wild. And make it 2-0. Neither pitch particularly close. That one wasn't either. 3-0. Marquis. Zach swings 3-0, and it's right to Matthews in center. I mean, I'm not saying it was the best decision to swing 3-0, but he hit a nice line drive just right at a fielder. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. J.J. Hardy at the plate. Got a hit in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Carlos Quinton at the plate. He will look at strike 1. Swings and misses at the breaking ball. 0-2. Popped up. Looks like Gill's going to field it himself between the mound and home. 2 down. Rongo did come up with a hit in his first at-bat. Puts him at a even 500 on the year. I do think I did make him with an offensive catcher in mind. Doesn't show at this at-bat. He goes down on 3 pitches. So we'll go into the 5th. Still no score. The Squirrels are out hitting the Cubs 4-3 now, but not really mattering much on the scoreboard. Joey's going to lead things off here in the 5th. Struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. And this pitch out of the zone. Another swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. That one probably out of the zone, but Joey chased it. One down. Gill at the plate. Looks at strike one. Pops this one up. Rongo's going to get that one. Now there's 2 down. Brings Kester to the plate. He struck out and flown out today. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another quick inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Gary Matthews Jr. will await Gill in the bottom half of the inning. Matthews struck out looking in his first at-bat. Line drives this one into right. That'll be a clean hit. Leadoff single for the Cubs. That'll bring Ozuna to the plate. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch swung on and missed. Ball was probably too low. And a line drive that gets through the left side of the infield. I'd say line drive. It kind of landed kind of even with Chief, but he couldn't catch up with it. So 2 on and nobody out. The pitcher spot up. The Cubs are going to stick with Marquis. Thought they might have him bunting, but so far he's swung away. And he's going to hit a ground ball. Gill to third, and it is in time. Probably should have gone with the bunt. So the Squirrels able to cut down the lead runner. Still definitely not out of the woods yet with 2 on and 1 out, and the top of the order coming up. Matt Merton is hitting .500 on the year. First pitch just outside. Gill wanted that call. Gets the call here to make it 1-1. Another fastball fouled away. 1-2. Strikeout on the curveball. Big strikeout for the Squirrels. That'll bring Santana to the plate. He looks at strike one. That sinker hits the dirt. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Ground ball to short. Joey to first, and that gets the Squirrels out of this inning. Cubs threaten again, but still nobody has crossed the plate. That'll bring Marvin to the plate to open up the 6th inning. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Watches that changeup outside, probably low as well. And that fastball too low. 2-0 the count. This one catches the outside corner. Don't necessarily blame Marvin for not swinging at that one. Swings at that slider, but comes up empty. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. Chief to the plate, 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. There's a line drive into right center. I think that's going to make the wall. Chief, actually I guess Quentin cut it off the warning track, but it's a double either way. So 1 out double puts the Squirrels in a threatening position again. See how Marquis can try to pitch around this one with Terry coming to the plate. Terry 2 for 2 with a couple well-placed pop-ups. This one I don't think is coming back. The first Squirrel home run of the year, a 400-foot shot into left center by Terry, makes the game 2-0 Squirrels. And it looks like that's going to be it for Marquis. Bizzardo's going to come into the game now. All right, Frank at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Looks at strike 1. this one into right field, but Quinton should have it. And he does. 2 away, Tom at the plate. 0 for 2 today, only batting 100 on the year. Swings and misses at the first pitch. This pitch is in the dirt, 1-1. Ground ball, that is fielded by Hardy. Throw to first after a couple steps, and it is in plenty of time. So that'll bring Carlos Pena to the plate in the bottom of the 6th. The Squirrels now leading 2-0. Pena has struck out in both at-bats so far today. Sure, Gil would love to get at least one more strikeout before he goes out of the game. Sitting at 9 at the moment. Has Pena with the 1-1 count. And that pitch catches the outside corner. 1-2. Too low. Pena lays off. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is the 10th strikeout for Gil. That'll bring J.J. Hardy to the plate. Swings and misses at a slider. Another called strike makes it 0-2. Called strike 3. 2 down, Carlos Quinton at the plate. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Pops this one up. Tom should have it near the on-deck circle. And that will end the 6th inning. And with Gil coming up to bat this inning, that'll close the book on him. 6 shutout innings, gave up 5 hits. But he kept the shutout. So that'll bring Zach to the plate. He looks at a strike. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. Called strike 3. 1 down, Joey at the plate. He has struck out in both at-bats today, swinging both times. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swings and misses, strike 3. All right. Who has not gotten an at-bat so far? We'll go with Miyake here. And then we'll just figure the defense out from there. So his first plate appearance of the season. That pitch runs high. Called strike. There's a line drive into left center. That'll be a base hit. That brings Kester to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. First pitch is too low. And a ground ball that's going to get through the left side. Puts runners on first and second. And is this going to end up being the double switch we thought it would be? Marvin comes to the plate with 2 outs. 2 runners on base. First pitch is called a strike. That one well outside. Marvin lays off. Lays off of that one as well. Makes it 2-1. Line drive into left. That's going to get down for a hit, and that's going to score some runs. At least 1 run. And 1 is what we get. 3-0 Squirrels. Runners on second and third for Chief. First pitch called a strike. Line drive through the right side. 1 run in. Marvin coming in. 2 runs in. It's now 5-0 in this game. Quickly getting away from the Cubs after hanging in for so long. Terry at the plate. Still 2 outs. Only a runner on first. And he has a 1-1 count. Pops this one up. Is Rongo going to have room? Looks like it. That will get us to the stretch, but a big inning for the Squirrels puts it at 5-0. Rongo due up on the other side. All right. So, if the score holds, I guess we're going to get a couple innings of, let's see, it was Gill, so should be Gonzalez. Terry made that last out. We'll try Miyake at first. Why not? Of course, the answer is because Miyake is not actually rated to play first, but we're going to do it anyway. Rongo, 1 for 2 today. Looks at strike one. Grounds this one sharply to short, but right at Joey, who picks it up and throws to first. One away. Matthews Jr. is 1 for 2 today as he takes a strike. This one a base hit into center field. Marvin running back. I think cut it off either right before the wall or right after it hit. The camera cut away before we could see. I think he got there before it got to the wall, but not by much. It's not really a meaningful distinction. So 1 out double gives the Cubs a little bit of hope. Brings Ozuna to the plate, and he will watch a splitter for ball 1. Another splitter swung on and missed. There's a called strike, 1 and 2. Swings at a fastball in the dirt. 2 away. The Cubs going to let Bizzardo hit here. That's shocking. Oh, and the first pitch gets away. The Cubs put a runner on third. Pitcher's still up at the plate. He will softly line out to first. Miyake makes the grab. So we go into the 8th. The Squirrels still leading 5-0. Frank due up first. The Cubs sticking with Bizzardo for now anyway. Frank hits a fly ball into center. Matthews should have this one. And he does. 1 out. Tom at the plate, now hitting sub 100. Having a hard time getting going this season, but we are only in game 3. So no reason to panic yet. 1-1 the count. This pitch down and out. 2-1. Hits this one hard, but it's going to hook foul. I think it would have been home run distance had it stayed fair. Fouled away again, not nearly as authoritatively. 2-2. This one, I think this one he did get all of. Dead center field into the hitter's eye. The second Squirrels home run of the year. Tom's first. A 442-foot shot to dead center, and the Squirrels push the lead out to 6-0. I was thinking Frank was on base, but he definitely did not. Solo home run. 6-0 Squirrels. And that is going to have the Cubs switch pitchers again. Ryan Doman out this time. Or Scott Doman. I don't know where I got Ryan from. Scott Doman. Zach looks at strike one, lines this or just past third base on the fair side. Merton going to get it, but not before Zach can cruise into second base. So just right down the line. Zach, not the fastest guy on the team, but definitely not slow either. That brings Joey to the plate. 1 out, runner in scoring position. And the first pitch is called a strike. Fouled away to make it 0-2. Ground ball to first and misplayed by Quinton. Quinton's one that picked it up. Pena just read what I saw instead of what I knew. Brings Miyake to the plate. Did get a hit in his first at bat. This one is going to be fouled to make it an 0-2 count. Runners on the corners, only 1 out. Ground ball right to Santana. He's going to go for the double play, and the Cubs do not get it, but the Squirrels also do not score. So runners still on the corner, still 6-0. Kester at the plate gets a line drive up the middle. That scores the run. Now it's 7-0. Still 2 runners on and Marvin at the plate, who's now pumped his average up over 300. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch is too high. Catches the outside corner, 1-2. Ground ball to first. Pena does pick this one up and steps on the bag. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and the situation keeps getting worse for the Cubs. 7-0. Matt Merton coming to the plate. Merton 0 for 3 today. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch swung on and missed. Gets him on the changeup with the swing and a miss. 1 down, Santana at the plate. He fouls off the first pitch. Second pitch stays high. Santana lets it go. That pitch outside as well. 2-1. Then a swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, Pena at the plate. He is 0 for 3 today, all 3 strikeouts swinging. Swings and miss at the first pitch here. And then a ball hit towards second. Kester tosses to first, and that will end the 8th inning. We go into the 9th. Chief is going to leave things off, and then the pitcher spot due to the double switch. So we will have a pinch hit. Chief 3 for 4 on the day. A couple singles and a double. Then a strikeout for the one non-hit at-bat. Has a 1-1 count here. That pitch is too high. That one hit right to Pena, who picks it up and steps on the bag. So now we'll get a chance to see Martinez for the first time this year. First pitch called a strike. Fouled away. Makes it 0-2. Too low, 1-2. Up and out, 2-2. Line drive towards the middle, but Hardy makes the catch after maybe one step to his right. Frank is going to also line out to Hardy, and that will end the inning. It's actually going to make for a good double switch. Actually, might put Tom down at first, let Martinez catch. J.J. Hardy is going to lead off for the Cubs. We'll get our first look at Zap. Let's change some fielding around here. Put Nyaka out there in left field. Martinez behind the plate, and Tom over to first. Tom has caught a lot of innings over the first 5 years of his career, so next spring might try to see if we can get him a secondary position at first. Anyway, Hardy with a 1-1 count to start this at-bat. Doesn't chase that pitch. 2-1. There's a called strike. 2-2. A pitch too high. Full count. Fouled away. We'll do it again. This one hit well into center field. It's going to hit right at the base of the wall. And Hardy's going to cruise into second base with a leadoff double. That'll bring Carlos Quinton to the plate. Hardy takes off for third. Don't know what that decision was about. Martinez picks him off easily. Don't know if that was a failed hit and run or what, but suddenly the base is empty with one out. Carlos Quinton now with a 1-1 count. This one into the outfield. Nobody's going to get to that, though this time it will get kept at a single. 1 on, 1 out. Rongo at the plate. Already has a hit today. Swings and misses at the fastball. And this fastball is too high. And then too low. 2-1. Too high again. 3-1 the count. There's a called strike to fill the count. 1 down, runner on first. Runner does not take off, and Rongo strikes out swinging. Cubs down to their final out, though Gary Matthews Jr. is 2 for 3. Got a double in his last at bat. Watches the first pitch go outside the zone. Swings and misses at the second pitch. This one just inside. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Makes it 2-2. Fouled away. Cubs still clinging to the last strike. This one too high. Full count. Runner will be off with the pitch. And that's a walk. Cubs not dead yet. Pablo Ozuna at the plate. He'll take a pitch down and in. And then outside, Zap seeming to lose the strike zone here. Finds it with that pitch to make it 2-1. This line shot, but into the foul seats. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is your ball game. All the runs scored late, but your final score: Indianapolis Squirrels 7, Chicago Cubs 0. All right, we will take some looks at some highlights today. Do have a couple Squirrels home runs to look at. Oh, Terry actually got it out onto Waveland. I didn't realize. I thought it hit the back fence. Yeah, the Cubs, Marquis pitched well. He did give up the home run right at the end, but can't really ask your starter to do too much more. Gill is your player of the game. 6 shutout innings on the way to the Squirrels' second consecutive shutout rather. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we're here back in Wrigley tomorrow. See you then.